Hi everyone, and welcome to my screencast on the testing phase within the Stanford Design Model. One key question that I believe acts as the foundation for this phase is why are we testing? I believe our emphasis in testing the previously designed prototype should be to sort of focus or cycle back on the empathy phase when we are identifying the issue and user concerns. The testing should be sort of user-centered, ensuring that our design is on the right path to meeting the user's or students' needs. Through the testing phase, we also want to learn more about our users and empathize through action, either through observations, interviews, or demonstrations. Essentially, we're trying to ensure that our design addresses the original problem and aligns with the needs of our users, sort of while also providing the designers with a more accurate point of view of the problem and issue at hand. In this regard, the testing phase really allows us to assess our prototype and make revisions before reaching the final solution. In relating the why back to my own problem of practice, we are testing the Confluence Wiki website to ensure the documentation is easy to navigate, easy to understand, and then follow when processing the high volume of student-submitted forms, ultimately with the end goal to minimize data entry errors when reviewing these forms. Similarly, in considering the who in testing, we first want to cycle back to our original users referenced in the empathy stage. We really want to sort of focus on our target audience, the initial users that we worked with in the previous stages, to sort of ensure that the design is user-specific for the needs identified in those empathy stages. Focusing on the same or even a very similar set of users will allow us to continue to understand their thought process, their needs, and to enhance the final product or service. Again, tying back to my own problem of practice, my target audience is my degree progress team to make sure that their requests for a simplified documentation portal are met by providing sort of a one-stop location for all the documentation and reporting tools they'll need to succeed in their position. From here, the who and the how components of testing merge together. When we present our prototype for testing, we have identified why we're testing and who we should be testing our prototype with and for. So now we focus on the how. Much like the previous design stages, we can use a number of methods to work with our users and see how they interact with the product or service and take note of what modifications need to be made. For my problem of practice, I focus heavily on periods of observation, both sitting with staff as they browse the main wiki site and then as they processed the forms that we receive, both to make my own observations and gather any feedback from questions, issues that came up in their processing of the forms, and to answer any questions that they may have during that time. This method really has allowed me to gather feedback and further direction on how we will proceed in our own design. So the next question is what's next? Due to our testing results, I will want to cycle back through our design phase to refocus on the team's needs and continue in development on the ideas that came up in observation and with the feedback for the project. As I've been told, there's no such thing as bad feedback, so I'll take all the information provided by our testing results and regroup to improve upon the Confluence wiki page prototype. Thanks everyone for watching. Have a great day.